and ends up in your lungs. That's what just happened to me.
I would do fuck. Oh, that's gross. That's tikka masala and Irish whiskey. I have tough time.
You too?
Yeah, I have a tough time talking. What the? Welcome back to Worth a Dram. I'm Grim.
And I am Red.
This is your home for whiskey reviews, 17 opinions, and 92 jokes that got put on the cutting room floor.
Yes.
Just too much.
They were all bad.
Yep, all terrible.
All terrible.
To be fair, 5 of them were different variations of my to be sure joke.
Yes. And for this episode in particular, I keep saying 1792 is when Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
It's 1692,
It's
isn't
1492.
it? That's all right. My wife came out, looked at these bottles, and said, "Oh, 1972."
There you go. 1792.
1792.
That's what we're looking at today. A double tap, if you will.
Yep.
1792 small batch.
1792 small batch.
1792 full proof store pick.
Yes. That was a Fry store pick.
Store pick.
Got our Stag Junior.
So we waited in line for Stag Junior. And, yeah, 3 hours, by the way, because that's what you got to do when you want the Stag. Not only did they wheel out Stag, they wheeled out E.H. Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And they wheeled out 1792 full proof store picks.
Yep.
From Fry's Food and Drug Store.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, we spent a lot of money. And
we could have spent more.
We could have spent more. I feel like we
were at the front of the line. We could have said,
Yes.
I'll take one of everything.
One of everything.
But we were nice.
They
Granted,
also didn't limit you one.
I've heard that every other location was one bottle per customer.
Yeah.
Like one bottle
Yeah.
per sale. I guess we got lucky because she let us grab one Stag each, and then I took the E.H. Taylor, and you got the full proof.
I got the full proof.
Yeah.
We need to break that E.H. Taylor out as well.
Yes, we do.
Very excited for that one. Anyway, yeah, very excited. Let's
Yep.
do this. Let's get into this.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's jump.
So 1792 was actually, so the brand Barton 1792 was established in 1879.
Yeah,
And-
that's confusing.
I know. And it is, to date, the oldest fully operating distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bardstown, also home of Willet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else?
Oh, I can't remember. Willet came to mind, and it's something we did after Willet.
Yep.
Because I remember calling back to Willet.
I'll give you a little bit. We'll see if you remember. So we mentioned once, like way back, I think it was one of our first bourbons,
Yeah.
that this particular bourbon was named for the year that Kentucky became a state.
Yes, 1792.
Yep. Hey, you got it.
Yay!
1972. Straight out of Tennessee. So, I mean, we've mentioned before that this is one of the brands that's owned by Sazerac.
Yes.
And they also produce Very Old Barton,
Yep.
which I think you've had.
Excellent bottom shelf bourbon. That's one. When we go, I'm think comment down below because I'm thinking we should do a bottom shelf bourbon breakout.
Can we go second
Second
from the bottom shelf? Because I
Second from the bottom
really
shelf.
don't want to revisit the Four Freedoms.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, like at the Evan Williams level,
Okay.
Very Old Barton, like that level.
Yep.
Like not like.
So something that it's just occurred to me. I called Weller Special Reserve a bottom shelf bourbon. It's been elevated
It's probably mid shelf now.
per my experience. I will take the Special Reserve over Four Freedoms any day.
Yes.
I would take the I would take Weller and a colonoscopy over the Four Freedoms any day.
I would just take the colonoscopy. Fun fact. Originally, 1792 Ridgewood Reserve.
It
This
was labeled
called.
that, yep.
This was labeled. But in 2004, they were sued by Brown Forman, who makes Woodford Reserve, saying that consumers would be confused
Yep.
between Woodford Reserve
A
and
reasonable
1792.
expectation of consumer confusion.
Yes.
That's how those copyright laws are usually
Yes.
won or lost.
So in 2004, they renamed it to 1792 and dropped the reserve.
I can dig it.
No more confusion.
Yep.
And it is it's a Nice looking bottle.
Yeah.
It is a eye-catching bottle.
I tell you what, I'm gonna pour that out while you
Let's do it.
talk a little bit.
So start with the small batch.
yeah,
Small batch.
I think this, since we're doing a double tap here, kind of like we did with the Redbreast.
Redbreast.
Yep. We'll
Yes.
work our way up.
I like it.
Jesus,
That was in there.
that had some oomph behind
That
it.
was corked. Small batch is aged 8.
We still don't have room in the infinite.
We don't have
but
room in the infinite, so
We'll
this
get
will
there.
go in another infinite in a future time, maybe. Small batch is aged 8 years, new charred oak. It's 93, almost 94 proof. It's like 93.7
7. Yep.
KRQ. Did I write down the mash bill? I did. 15%. No, mash bill is unknown.
Unknown.
High rye, which is what they publish.
I'd say relatively. I mean, all right,
Relatively.
granted, yeah.
We've
I guess
had
anything
higher.
over 10% is
Yeah.
considered a high rye.
Thought to be somewhere around 15% rye, 75% corn, and then the rest of that
Malted barley. Sorry, I got to sniff a resin.
Oh, that's good. I like it. So right off the bat, I get spicy. Spice.
Yeah.
It's like a spicy sweetness.
Yep. I'll have you know that I actually did a little bit of research and I
Yeah.
finally tasted nutmeg.
Yes.
So now I know what it tastes
Now you
like.
know?
And like, I get a little bit like, all right, so the aftertaste of nutmeg
Yeah.
on the nose,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, aftertaste is mostly scent anyway.
It is for the most part.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if it's because I know it's high rye mash bill, but I feel like on the nose I can pick that out. And then I get a little heavy alcohol.
Getting really strong,
Real heavy strong
notes of alcohol.
alcohol.
I mean, it definitely, look at that. I mean, it's like an applesauce, like a whiskey.
It is a very whiskey applesaucey flavor. Anyway,
Actually, I'm getting a little bit of caramel apple.
yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say caramel for sure.
I'd say like the day old caramel apple. So it's a little
Stale.
soft inside.
Stale caramel and soft apple.
Yeah.
Band name, I call it.
Big name.
Yeah, but I was definitely gonna say caramel and then oak. I feel like there's a nice oak presence on the nose as
Oh
well.
hell yeah. Yep. Overall, I mean
It's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I like what the nose is. I like how it's presenting. Ooh,
Ooh, that is spicy.
it's spicy, but I'm dancing. I don't know if you can tell. I like what that is on the palate.
Am I crazy? Or am I getting just this lingering Dr. Pepper flavor?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say Dr. Pepper, but I am getting a lingering flavor that I'm just like, it's something I really like, and I can't put my finger on it. Like that
DP likes his
aftertaste. Well, yeah, I mean it's DP. That aftertaste of Dr. Pepper, where it's kind of like cherry
Okay.
cola,
All right.
almost.
I'm really happy. The only
Dude,
person.
you nailed it. So yeah, I'm drinking it, and it's almost. So it's a dark sweetness. I think it's part of what it is, and then
It's on like all right. I don't know if you've ever had a job where you had access to where you had to like refill a soda machine, the syrup. Like I've spilled a bag of Coke and Dr. Pepper,
yeah,
and I've had that syrup,
yeah.
and it doesn't go away for days. Like I've eaten
Yeah.
sandwiches that taste like Dr. Pepper because of it. But what I'm saying is that this is a concentrated flavor. Like it's
Right, it's like
dark.
it's a concentrated dark sweetness.
Yes.
that's in there, and it's balanced by just this spice that kind of rides through the whole palate.
Yeah.
And then as I'm breathing out, it's spice and oak and sweetness. That's interesting. I don't know if I've had anything quite like that before.
All right. So we've had something similar in the Woodenville.
Yeah, that
Because
would probably be the
I think that
closest I
was
can think of.
21 or 22% rye,
Yeah,
but it didn't have any of this.
just the sweet flavors.
Just
to it.
yeah, just this sautéed cherry flavor.
Sautéed cherry.
Is that it?
It's close because I'm not getting cherry specifically, but I'm getting like a pit fruit.
That's
type.
one of the 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like cherry and vanilla and caramel and Holy shit, is Dr. Pepper really bourbon?
It's a bourbon flavor. Dr. Pepper just became my favorite soda. Yeah,
Watch me.
this tastes like a whiskey.
Watch me whip it. No, watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Yep.
I'm a mid 30-year-old. I shouldn't be doing that.
No, you shouldn't be. Are we gonna get into?
I'm clearing out your glasses.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Man, these are really good corks.
Yep.
Uh,
Go ahead, pour.
Okay.
I could say a little bit here.
okay, I just realized that you were gonna pour everything, and no.
You have the bottles though. I don't know why I took it from you. I was really thirsty. So Foolproof is the same bourbon.
Yeah,
It just happens to be bottled at the same strength as it's barreled, which is 125 proof.
that excites me.
It should.
It does. I believe it's also not the filtering process isn't as stringent as it is on the small batch or the other 1792 expressions.
Right. I mean, it's not quite like uncut, unfiltered like we've had
Yeah,
in the past, but it's
minimally filtered.
somewhere between. Yeah, minimally filtered.
Probably just screens out wood particles. That's probably
Yeah,
all it is.
probably.
But
Well, I mean, a little bit of wood has never bothered either of us.
I'm
before.
excited. So that's true. A little bit of wood goes a long way.
Is that true?
Wait, don't ask my wife that question. I'm excited for this because I like the small batch, so I'm excited for this to. I'm expecting this to be amped up a little bit. And oh my god! So the smell, the nose is it's punching you in the face with sweetness for me.
Yep. Like a corn syrup sweetness, though. No, I shouldn't say corn syrup.
I would say
because-
molasses, like that same dark, rich sweetness.
I'm getting like a brand, like a breakfast cereal sweetness, like Frosted
Okay,
Flakes. Like
yeah.
like this.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am picking up a little bit of that.
Okay.
For me, though,
Because that's all I've got.
it's more like it's. So I got the oak. The spiciness is way down
Oh
on
yeah.
this nose compared to the small batch.
Yep.
But to me, it's like corn covered in molasses,
Yep.
and there's also a burning oak stave nearby.
Yes.
And there's a dude named Smokey hacky sacking on the on the quad.
Just scatting on the quad.
But yeah, that's. I mean, everything in there, every flavor that's coming out of this glass is strong.
I'm getting a little bit of like dark chocolate.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's like halfway between a cocoa and a dark chocolate.
Yeah. But it's strong, right? It's much darker than the first glass.
Yeah. A little bit. Yes. Maybe.
Maybe. You can rewind and tell us if it's darker. Again, I try not to be a proof snob. But that is damn good.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, small batch. Not my pick of the litter. Like it's
Yeah.
not my favorite. The Foolproof carries that rye in the mash bill
Yeah.
so well. And remember, I just said that the little bit of water kind of gives the real estate back to the sweetness and just relocates it all in front of my tongue.
Yeah.
This spreads it back out like it's everywhere, and I still get
Yeah.
it sharp up front and then smooth across the back.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Finish for me is just now ending.
I was
it's-
talking. I lost track of mine.
It's a spicy oak on the finish, but it's every bourbon flavor was in my mouth for a second.
Yep.
So
I think this is-
caramel, vanilla, molasses, cornflakes, corn pops,
Yep.
rye.
This is probably definitely the sweetest bourbon that we've had this year.
Mm-hmm.
One of the sweetest that we've had across the life of the channel.
Man. Yeah.
Like that is it's caramel syrup.
Yeah.
And it's thick.
And
It is thick.
it's thick. And I mean, you guys can't see the legs, but the legs on this thing are
It's like a Christmas story.
Oh, man, it's nice. It's a major award.
It's a lamp.
The one thing for me, the one thing that would take this over the top, if there was a cherry note that was just
Yeah. So
if there was more cherry in there, because I feel like there was more in the small batch than there was in the foolproof.
I'd say so nowhere near because the stag was like
Yes.
cherries flambe. I don't know if that's the right if that's
No,
the actual-
I think that's right.
Yeah, it was like I was being force fed cherries. This is the small batch was much more subdued,
Yeah.
and it's almost non-existent in the foolproof.
Right.
I think it's there. I'm just not picking it up because of the strength behind it.
You want to do 2 experiments real quick? Do
Yeah, what do you got?
you want to add water to yours?
Okay,
And I'll add a little stag to mine.
were you gonna add stag to yours?
Yep.
Sure. Crack open. Take more of my stag. That's very red. Now that I'm looking at
I
it.
don't mind if I do. Just a little bit.
That's okay.
Just a tip.
A wee tipple.
Just a wee tipple. Just to see how it feels.
Okay. I like the water in the small batch.
Yeah.
It takes all the spice out of the foolproof.
So it's just sweet candy
Yep.
with water in it.
With a little, all right, there's a little bit of
Yeah.
like tingles, but all that rice spice is gone.
All right. Here we go. I got 130 proof and 125 proof. So this is 250 proof.
Yep, because that's how math works. Call an ambulance. What do you think?
That might be the best thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Yeah? I'm not interested. 1792 is one of those polarizing bourbons. Yep. I'd say people either like it or they don't.
I like it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I like it, but it's never one that I'm going to be like, oh, I gotta get it again.
I might. Well, and I'm looking at the small batch at the $30, less than $30 price range. So we're in Buffalo Trace territory.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace is $25 when you can find it.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm comparing that to other bourbons in the price range, and I like what this is bringing to the table.
It's got a lot of bang for your buck, which we've said for a couple bourbons.
Yeah. The full proof was $50 when we bought it.
Yeah, it's about $50.
Yeah. So I think it was the same price as the Stag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foolproof, I'd pick up
All day.
all day. Yep.
Yeah.
If I had to go to 5 stores to get 3 bottles, I would. Small batch, like I said, it's good. I'm gonna enjoy finishing off this bottle, but
Yeah.
when I get to the end of it, I'll let you know
Yeah.
if I need to go back out and buy it again.
I might go buy a bottle.
Yeah?
And put it in my bar.
All right. All right. With that spice that we got on the first glass, or without the water,
Yeah.
I think that would actually make a really, really good mint julep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like a mint julep. Especially when it's
It was
hot
actually
out.
it was your original bar cart that made
It was
me think of it.
my first bar cart. What was that? Heaven's Door?
You put Heaven's Door in there.
Yeah. Well, now I want to go back and try that. My mint hasn't grown back yet from frost.
Okay.
So when my mint grows back, maybe I'll pick up 1792 and I'll do
When I go, I'll leave you a 4-ounce sample.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Do you want a 4-ounce sample of the foolproof?
I really do.
We'll swap samples.
Sample swap.
Sample swap.
So what do you want to do for impressions? Because we have 2 opposing thoughts for both bottles, I think.
So, how about this? Small batch, try at your local watering hole.
Yeah.
If and when it's safe to do so.
Yep. Try before you buy.
Yeah. Like I said, I may go pick this up. I did enjoy what it did to my mouth hole.
You guys are dirty birdies today.
He's pretty lenient with his mouth hole, though. All right, so yeah, try before you buy for the 1792 small
Yeah.
batch. Foolproof. I think I'm just gonna put a picture of like Palpatine. Just do it.
Yeah, that foolproof, it had almost every bourbon flavor aside from that cherry that I love so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, it had, yeah, and it was a lot. Like it punches you in the mouth.
Yeah, no, that was a good punch.
Yeah.
No, I mean overall, like I enjoyed them both, but like I said, you know how I feel about the small batch now.
Yes.
It's decent, but I don't know. When I get to the end of the bottle, I'll let you know if I get another one.
Yeah.
But man, that foolproof,
All day. And it may
Every
be,
day.
this is also a barrel pick. Single barrel pick.
that's true. Which is interesting because I'm usually not a fan of single barrels.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't like coming back to single barrels because
It
I
can
can
vary.
I get a good one and then I finish that off. I'm like, oh, I gotta go get another one.
Yeah.
And the second one I get is garbage.
Yeah.
Or
no, it doesn't live up to the expectation.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm sure. What the fuck?
I tried to hold it.
Excuse us for a second.
I tried to hold it in.
What happened?
I made a funny noise and it made me laugh.
You okay?
I'm good now.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the banner here.
Ready?
Yeah. That was a good one.
Oh, it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good. Came from the heart.
I think a lot more came from your heart tonight.
I'm all wet.
If you like what you've seen here today, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Like and subscribe here on YouTube. Join us on Discord. He's doing the thing again. Join us on Discord. That is, moving on from here, is going to be the future of the channel. While we adapt to,
Yeah.
Things.
So I think that's probably going to be the place where we'll have the most updates on.
yeah.
We'll post here as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll probably still, I know I'm going to try to do some bar carts, but
I've got some bar cards on
Well,
the
Horizon.
back burner.
Ooh, I like that. So that's cool.
I just hurt my neck doing that.
Wow.
Go
Are
ahead.
you okay?
Take us out. I don't think I can move again.
Remember, no matter how you like your whiskey, that is the right way.
You dragged it out, and I hurt myself again making that face.